Today we will be debunking some of the troubles and problems African children have to go through. Firstly, most of them cannot afford to go to school or are forced to drop out. A good education is important to improve the lives of African children. Children in Africa lack financial resources to be able to go to school. A large portion of the African population has people who live below the poverty line, and thus many families cannot afford to take their children to school because it is expensive. For example, 69% of the people in Swaziland live with just about $3 per month. This has caused underprivileged children not to have formal education. Next up, number 2 is rape is another problem that children are faced with in the African continent. Sexual violence is one of the largest crimes against children, which threaten lives of so many of them. Violence, domestic abuse and discrimination are some of the painful things children have to go through every day of their lives. Number 3 is that African countries have poor health care facilities, which have resulted in an increase in health problems for children. The lack of health care facilities has increased the number of deaths of children. Children suffer from waterborne infection from the lack of clean drinking water. Children also get health problems through mother to infant, where mothers abuse alcohol and drugs, creating abnormalities and growth disorder to infants. Next on number 4 is starvation, which is caused by poverty where there is lack of financial resources to buy food. Starvation has resulted in malnutrition and underweight children. Most African countries rely on food donations in order to feed the hungry children. Also, there are orphanages where orphans are taken care of and given the necessary basic needs. Finally, at number 5 is saddening fact that a large number of children in Africa are infected and or affected by the HIV/AIDS pandemic. This has increased the number of orphans and vulnerable children and causing a large number of the young ones to be without parents or a guardian. The pandemic has resulted to a high number of child-headed households. Furthermore, because these kids are not adequately taught, they have a high chance of contracting the HIV virus while taking care of their sick parents or by being engaged in sex games.